Hi there. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Elena. How are you guys? I hope everything is going well for you today. Thank you for joining us today for our Serpstat webinar dedicated to using AI tools for content creation. I can see you are still joining. Hello. Hello, guys. Thank you for your messages to the chat. Great to see your messages too. Great. So I hope you're ready to learn, engage, and gain valuable insights from our speaker, Yuliia. Let's get acquainted. I'm Elena Prohoda, and I'm social media marketing and community specialist at Serpstat, an all-in-one SEO platform. Let me tell you about our webinars. Why attend Serpstat webinars? We host live events featuring digital marketing experts, thought leaders, and Serpstat specialists, providing SEO agencies, in-house SEO teams, and freelancers with practical advice and techniques to achieve their SEO and business goals. And today we are covering how to rank #1 using AI tools for content creation. Let me talk a little bit about the format. It will last about an hour. If you wish to ask a question, you are welcome to do so. Our speaker, Yuliia Zadachenkova, will answer them after the presentation during the Q&A. And you will receive all the webinar materials. Just don't forget to register if you haven't yet. I'll send the page to the chat. One moment, please. Hello, guys. I can see all of your messages here in the chat. So glad to see you all. And it's here. We are about to meet our speaker, Yuliia. Hi, Yuliia.
Hello, and thank you all for being with us. I know some of you are in the middle of the working day probably, so I'll do my best to put the most important information in this 1-hour webinar. Probably someone has already met me during other webinars. Who doesn't know me, let's meet. Now I'll share my presentation.
Yeah, thank you, Yuliia. I'm so glad you are speaking on such a practical and interesting topic here at Serpstat webinar. And would you mind introducing yourself to our audience before you proceed with your slides? And fellow marketers, have fun and prepare your questions. Here you go, Yuliia.
Oh, great. I see my presentation. So my name is Yuliia, and I'm working at Serpstat for 4 years as a product marketing manager. I'm keeping abreast about all the changes in our service, and most part of my daily tasks is sharing important updates with you. Also, I record educational videos, publish articles, and this month I launched the educational Serpstat Academy, so many other interesting tasks. Today's webinar gonna be full of tools, and my message to you is try to remember everything we'll discuss today, and don't worry if you miss or don't understand something. We'll send the presentation to you after the webinar. All the tools I'll highlight today are great in combination, so pin results after each step somewhere in your head and try to work with them in the next step. Imagine that each tool or each slide is a part of thread, and in the end you'll get the scaling of thread, long story short, optimized content. So let's move on. Today's agenda. Our webinar is going to last about 1 hour, more or less. And in the first part, we'll talk about all the 15 AI content creation tools and the newest tool plugin for ChatGPT. 15 tools is a lot, so I divided them into 3 categories: content analysis on the web, creating new content, and the very optimization. In the last part, we'll deep into Serpstat, and I'll show how to create content automatically using all these tools. And of course, besides all the life hacks and tips, each of you will get a bonus from me in the end. So let's start. The first and simple practical rule when we talk about content creation is to be trending, which equals being fast and, of course, creating qualitative content. It's so important to monitor all the trending topics, news, and be in the flow of the digital world. Talking about something among the first increases chances to perform better, get more traffic, higher conversions, improve awareness, etc. And for sure, create qualitative content, optimize it, and for search engines, and your customers will notice you. Qualitative content decreases bounce rate, improves customers' experience, and can become evergreen. That's what we'll learn today. These are only two rules, but sticking to them can be tricky sometimes. Of course, it takes time, human resources, and needs practice. That's why today we'll talk about AI tools. They will save you time and speed up daily boring task solving. And my favorite quote before we start: marketing is throwing things to the wall and checking what sticks. It's totally fine if you're still struggling with looking for your niche or product or topic for blogging. Try, and then try again, but don't stop. After all, you'll find what you're good at. A great way to use any platform or service to its fullest is by combining all the tools. Try them in different ways and be creative. Having 15 AI tools, you can get rid of manual work at all. So conventionally, I've divided all our AI tools into 3 steps, which you can see on the screen. And one more tip: make your competitors your friends. Not too close, of course, but create content using your competitors is perfect way to save time. But be sure the analyzed content fits your niche. And we'll start with the first step: content analysis on the internet. It's not always easy to come up with new ideas, so analyze best performing articles, videos, and everything you consider works. Here we'll talk about the paraphrasing tool, the first AI tool for today. It rephrases the text, keeping the uniqueness and meaning of the original source, which will help avoid duplication of content and prevent plagiarism. I'm not talking about stealing someone's content, but you can borrow some parts and remake for your website, for example. That would work even for your own content, for already published articles. When you need to create several types of content, or on the screen you see 6 use cases how you can use it. And a reminder: it's only the first step. Paraphrased content is not a ready piece to work with. The next one, YouTube transcription. It's not a secret that videos, shorts, reels are the best types of content for now in 2023. So use them. And the fourth point: transcribe videos on your site to improve indexing. Why? I want to highlight this one because search engine crawlers find it easier to understand the information in text than in video format. Save these ideas for your daily routine, and I will go to the next tool. But one more thing: it's also connected with inclusive marketing. Keywords extraction, backup words, and keyword patterns. These 3 tools are pretty similar to use, and there are millions of use cases. Let's start with keywords extraction. Keyword extraction is an important part of keyword research and competitive analysis when optimizing the content on your site. Extracted keywords will assist you in understanding the topic of the text quicker and identifying keywords used in the text by competitors and even getting ideas for PPC campaigns. All of this will improve your site's visibility in search results and increase traffic potentially. Backup words creates a list of keywords that occur most often in the text and indicates the frequency of their use. You can use it for a quick analysis of texts, of competitors' texts, and collecting new ideas for new content, or for optimization to identify the level of spamming of some keywords and vice versa to see what keywords are missing in your text. And you can also use keyword patterns in both cases when you start researching expand website text with this list of keywords, or work with your own texts, analyze these patterns, and use them as website categories, tags, website structure. So as I've added below, make keywords your little helpers. They're not just words, they're your ideas for optimization and creation. And here we are, the second step, create a new content. In the upper right corner, I've put these steps for you to monitor where we are right now. So let's create. As you can understand, article builder and generator for generating articles, they're slightly different, so let's review what they can do. To use article generation, you only need a title. Don't forget about the first step, which we've discussed. No need to waste time creating titles. Gather new ideas with those previous tools. And article builder requires a keyword list. Also, you can get that list from the keyword patterns, backup words, and keywords extraction tools, which we've discussed, but this tool can be your own. You can manually just write them down. The next one, a generation, is for PPC campaigns, of course. Chosen keywords from the first step and add to the tool, and you'll get ad copies with real examples of active ads. Social media. I have a question for you. Do you know any companies which don't have profiles on social media? If so, please name them in chat. Recently, our team discussed the importance of social media. I do use almost all the existing platforms, so let's see how to use the tool to perform there. The best about this tool, it creates posts considering the algorithms of each platform. You can see how different the posts in the picture. Conversions, traffic, engagement, awareness, and several other metrics that the right social media performance can boost. Is the place where you need to be fast and trending. I was talking about this point in the beginning. So AI can generate content instead of you. That means being fast. FAQ generation allows you to quickly generate a block of frequently asked questions for your main search query. You will quickly get several variants of relevant questions and generate answers to them in a minute. And the main reason of using FAQ blocks is probably featured snippets. A high-quality FAQ block increases your chances to get pinned on SERP, thanks to the schema markup as I've shown in the picture. I'm sure each of you saw such blocks in search engines. And now we've reached the third section, content optimization. Title and description generation. These two tools automate manual work and save time by generating a relevant meta tag for the page or your site. An essential moment in SEO optimization, and I'm not sure that it's possible to optimize your site without two these things. Before content distribution or posting it somewhere on your blog, making any posts, make sure it has no errors. I mean, give this task to AI, of course. It can do that instead of you. Probably this tool would be great for any specialist because even reporting to your colleagues, customers, clients, you will need it. AI content detection and plagiarism checker. We're talking how to create content with AI and how to detect AI content. The first tool shows the percentage of human to artificial intelligence writing, which is perfect to put to work organic content. And plagiarism checker checks the uniqueness of the text is and shows the fragments that need to be changed or added to make the text unique. And that was the 15th tool, AI tool, and now it's time to see how they work all together in practice. So I'm going to the service, it's the very service. Yeah. So I will not tell you about all the 15 AI tools. It's too much because there are thousands of variations how you can combine them to get optimized content. So I've tried to create a use case for you, how you can create content from the very beginning till heaven ready content. So let's try to create an optimized content together now. So you can select where to start by yourself, analyze the chosen topic in the keyword research module, or probably you have all these topics in your head, or it's just a task from your client or CEO, for example. If you're not sure about the topic, you can also analyze it right there in this service or any other service you're using. And my piece of advice to you is pay attention to SEO metrics. If you're not doing that, just start doing that right now, especially such things as volume, keyword difficulty, competition, CPC, etc. So choose your topic or at least niche. Let's imagine I am an SEO specialist and I want to post an article. First, I check the reports for a keyword SEO tips. You can see it written in the search bar. I try to find something interesting, not too boring or more or less fresh topic. So I chose keyword local SEO tips. It's number 8 in this table. And by the way, yes, you see the result, you see the report, because I've loaded all the reports in advance because the generation process can take time, but I'll show you each step. After choosing this keyword, for example, I like this one, and let's check the indicators which it has. Keyword difficulty, volume. I saw that first five keywords has great, very high volume, but there are also results, like millions of results, and I don't understand that competing with this keyword or topic would be much more difficult. So I decided to check something with much less results, like in this case it's zero results, but the volume is pretty high. So I choose this keyword. You can just remember it, or via the operations button, copy keyword to clipboard. And then I'm going to keyword research, related keywords. Yes, I forgot to mention we are in the keyword research module. And here I want to collect related keywords for this topic from this report. I'll need them to extend the keyword list for the text. So here you write this keyword here. Don't forget to choose the right search, the right base country. And then you see this list which you can use. And I'd like to get even more keywords from this search suggestion report, this one. So now I'm trying to get as much as possible more keywords for working with them later, and it's easier than make them up in your head, of course. So here also you can select like 20 keywords, for example, from the page, and get the operations button, copy them to your clipboard to work in the next tool. So you don't need to import or export any reports, just do everything at once. So I copy keywords from all these reports and go to, one moment, and go to the article builder tool. We've already mentioned this tool before. Let's see how it works. I copy keywords and go to this tool. Since this one requires only a list of keywords, we have article builder, article generation. I decided that I have only a keywords list, so article builder is for me. Another convenient way is that you don't need any files important. So yes, you copy them and you just add them in this window. All the keywords which we've just seen before. The builder literally builds an article step by step. After adding a keyword list, it returns a list of generated titles. You can see them all here. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I've chosen the last one, proven local SEO strategies to boost your rankings, but added 5 in the beginning. It just sounds more interesting. And of course, don't forget about clickbait for your article titles. The builder offered the list of 6 points, 6 article outlines, and that's okay, since the first one is a theoretical part, which is called Introduction to Local SEO Strategies. Also here you can set title and use your own outline. It's up to you. So each step is adjustable. Then I ask to generate all the paragraphs at once. Edit them if you need, of course. And in the end, you get this third step, and you see all these paragraphs with headers and with the very text. You can stop here at this point and publish this article, but let's move further a bit. This is the AI-generated article. Otherwise, I'd copy this text to grammar and spelling checker, for example, to be sure in the quality. Got to the plagiarism checker. I don't need it now, but I want to optimize this text. So I copy the first this one, I copy the first paragraph and go to the next tool, title and description generation, to boost traffic, of course. So the copied piece of content I add here, and I generate title. This same, here is the generated title, and this same you can do in the description generation. Also, you add this piece of content, and you get this ready description. Title and description are pretty important meta tags for you for your optimization, and don't miss this step and pay attention to them. I even wouldn't use all these ready titles and descriptions by AI. I would adjust them for sure, because I want to be sure that these two tags are really qualitative. Customers will see them on the search engine result pages, and it's pretty important step. Then I can use this, it's description generation. Let's move to another tool, which is called ad generation. I'm creating this article to add it to a landing page, for example. Probably each website has such pages. Not a secret, this is a type of page that is expected to boost conversions, so we need to optimize it properly. And run PPC campaigns and create ad copies with ad generation. Here you add your target keyword and a list of relevant keywords. I've copied this keyword from those first tools, first reports which we were talking before, like keyword suggestions, related keywords. So just add them here, or you can write them manually, and then you press generate ad. So here is the generated ad for you, and ad examples. These are real ad examples from search engine results page, so you can understand how people run their PPC campaigns, whether you need to adjust yours to be more creative maybe than your competitors, and just to you don't need to analyze them to serve the web or go into other like domain analysis or keyword research modules and to check all these examples. You have them right here. So on this step, we take these ads and we are starting running PPC campaigns. But I'm moving to the social media tool. While your ads start showing up, you can attract customers to a page organically via social media. And here we generate posts. Just select social media and add info about your company. Here where you see choose platform, you can use Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube video, ideas post. Below you put the post topic, brand name, so you add some additional information to this tool just to get the right posts for your social media. I've created my own brand name, domain. It's optional, business type, and additional information about the product. And as a result, you are getting before I've chosen all the 5 platforms. So I'm getting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 results. And I want to remind you in this step that each of the posts is considered up to the platform's algorithm. So Instagram post should look like this, and Twitter should be much shorter, etc. So this tool, it considers all these steps and points and use that in your social media posts. And in this step, you can already boost organically or with PPC campaigns, your landing pages, or just article which you publish on your blog, wherever it, um, whenever you post it. Also, on this step, I would go to the one moment. Yes, I want to get back. I want to get back to my presentation. This last tool, it's our recent update. It's plugin for ChatGPT Plus. So this tool is for those who are using ChatGPT Plus. Serpstat plugin is available for all users in the ChatGPT Plus shop, and you need only 3 steps to use that. Launch the plugin, request keyword list, and then ask ChatGPT to create any piece of content. It can be article, video script, social media post, everything, just because it is ChatGPT and it can give you anything. But don't forget to check quality, of course. And even after getting all these results from ChatGPT, you can get back to the how it's called, to plagiarism checker or AI content detection. So make this double check for this content, because I wouldn't be sure about how whether this content looks really organically and fine for your customers. And now it's time for bonuses, I think. I would like to thank each person who's still here. I hope you are not very tired of this webinar, and I'm sure we will have time for FAQ section. I want to show you this promo code on the right of a product marketing manager. I've prepared a promo code for you for 14 days of free Serpstat trial. Generally, we give 7 days, so use this code on the screen, and please pay attention that it's valid till the 12th of August. And I want to remind that we will send you this presentation. So my piece of advice to you is going from the first step till the last step, doing all these things, and just you probably you will need some practice to work with all these tools faster and understanding which you'd better to combine to get best results. So it's all from my side. Thank you so much for attention. I stopped sharing my screen, and probably will go to the FAQ section.
Oh, thank you, Yuliia, for your informative and useful presentation. Please clarify the date of your promo code. Till what date it will be valid?
It's it's valid till the not August, sorry, this September, 12th of September. Yeah, not August, September. I will change that in presentation.
Okay, thank you. So you have some time, guys, to try it and check it out. Okay, So, Yulia, let's answer some questions from our audience. Guys, leave your questions in the live chat. You will still have some time before answering them. And let's get started with the questions you sent us before the webinar. I have a couple of questions. The first one is, how can content creators ensure that AI-generated content maintains a natural and human-like tone?
First of all, there are tools to check that, which we've also mentioned today. We discussed one of them, like how it's called, AI content detection. Use them, check whether it sounds organical, and adjust them if you need. And probably one of the great practical advices is to give it to your colleagues or friends. They can read that and understand whether it sounds really organically and human written.
Great, thank you. I can see there are several questions in the chat, so let's keep with questions there. Um, what about images for posts?
Images for posts. Probably this feature we will have. Our developers will do that. I'm not sure about the dates or the priority of this task, but I also like this idea. Of course, there are also plenty of tools on the web which you can use. ChatGPT also. To be honest, I'm not very happy with all the results which I have with ChatGPT offers because, but just try. I said that before. Try again, because with each try, even talking about ChatGPT, that will give you new results. So, I generally I love the whole idea because, first of all, if, for example, you don't have designers in your company and you're working only with freelancers, you don't need to pay them. Secondly, you can get plenty of different variations. And I know one tip. It's probably about prompt engineering. So just try to learn how to ask ChatGPT to create all these pictures, because I'm not. I had just several pictures that I liked, but you can exactly describing what you need and knowing like right words for ChatGPT. Um, you will get great results for sure, because I saw them with my eyes and they looked really great, not creepy as that can happen sometimes.
Okay, thank you. Uh, one more question in the chat. How much is the plugin and where do we get it?
First of all, you need to be a user of ChatGPT Plus, because only the ChatGPT Plus users can use the shop of the ChatGPT. So it's just like plugging, all these extensions in Chrome, Google Chrome. I'm sure you use that. And ChatGPT has almost the same. You need to enter the exact name of the plugin, because writing, for example, just SEO, that would give you many of different results, and that would be pretty difficult to find the right one. So write Serpstat SEO plugin, and you will find it in the ChatGPT. And one it's very new thing in our service, so I will just start sharing all this news the next like 1 or 2 weeks. So you are one of the first customers who already know about this new feature. So you will probably, like today or even tomorrow, you will see all these new articles. Just please follow us on LinkedIn or other social platforms, because we'll talk about these a lot next 2 weeks, I'm sure.
Great, thank you. Question from Nigel. If there are 20 businesses all going through the local SEO path or any related path, what is the danger of ChatGPT giving them all the same user-generated content?
Mm-hmm. I think that it's great. Let me think. Um, I'm sure that look, ChatGPT in general, machine learning and AI tools, they are developed by people, and of course by developers, by specialists, and of course they uh, can repeat, but they have billions of variations. But even that billion can end one day, and they, of course, may repeat or be pretty similar, I think. And that's why you need to adjust uh, all this obtained data, because as I've mentioned before, I wouldn't use all the texts and everything that AI gives me. Just for example, ChatGPT gives me text and I'm publishing it. Of course, no, I would change that a bit because I have my own. For example, your company probably has own tone of voice, and or some words which your company is using. I mean, you need to make it to make just AI generated article into the article which your company or brand is responsible for, that uh, a customer sees this article and he or she understands that it's from your company, if you know what I mean. So you need to mm, don't just leave it as you get after any AI tool, uh, because even if Google likes it or any search engine likes and approves it, don't forget that everything that you're doing is for your customers, and they are the first. They're the first who need to like your content, I think. So just don't use it as you get it. I wouldn't recommend that.
Thank you for the answer, and we are moving further. Okay, are you using ChatGPT 4 for your built-in interface? Great question to you.
Built-in interface. If I understand correctly, you're talking. I'm not sure if I understand you correctly. Are you talking about like developing like technical side? Because we okay, talking about what we do use ChatGPT for in our work is texts, yes, images, different pictures, uh, maybe some speeches when our colleagues or team goes to any conference. We use that, but I will repeat again and again that we don't use it like for 100%. We always edit, adjust it, or just make it more like by Serpstat. We add there, I don't know, love and something personal.
Yeah,
But I
and
wouldn't say about built-in interface, just texts, yes, and maybe some um, codes, maybe codes, yes.
okay, and what about the interface in Serpstat? As if I understand correctly, Jacob, please correct me if I mispronounce your name. Um, means that do we use that technology, the ChatGPT, for providing these results you mentioned?
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's yeah, that sounds better. I mm, ChatGPT, no. We're having our own machine learning and all this. So our developers make their own machine learning. No, we're not just using ChatGPT 4 because I'm not even like it's about integration maybe, but no, it's our own machine learning. But of course, we get some tips or like technical sites from ChatGPT. So it helps, but it doesn't do things instead of us.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying. And we are moving to another question. Okay. How to streamline valuable content while ensuring authenticity and valuable content?
How to streamline and
I
valuable. I think that again, double check that authenticity and valuable content. Try to don't forget about optimization. First of all, expand the talking about any type of content. You'd better to optimize it with a keyword list. And for example, talking about this part, you can for example collect the keyword list with high volume indicator. This indicator will show that customers, users of the web do need your, I don't know, your product, or they're interested in this or that topic. Just I don't know, of course you can also, yeah, maybe in this part I would do recommend you to use this Serpstat plugin, or maybe there are any other plugins, but I'm not sure. I don't know about other plugins. You can use that because you will get the list of keywords with great metrics. I'm talking about CPC, volume, keyword difficulty, and use them, this list, for your content. Here you add authenticity, which you're talking about, and that would be valuable because you will be sure that customers and people do need this information. Like you will see that there are, for example, the very volume for as one of the metrics.
Yeah, thank you. I just thought also about the search intent. Just keep in mind that while you are writing your SEO content, and it should meet human needs and search engine. So also AI tools don't have to replace human writers, just to assist them. And you can gain new ideas, new points to cover, to put into your article, into your content. So just keep in mind. And two things for me, search intent and your tone of voice. Thank you.
Yeah.
And what else? Okay. One more question. This might be a bit specific. We want to streamline valuable content for LinkedIn. How might all this help us?
I would do recommend you to follow from the first step in the presentation till the last one. If trying to give you one tool, for example, go to the social media, tool, add all those all that information about your company, and you will get a ready post and then work with that post a little bit. You can, for example, try to look for any keyword trends tool, keyword trending keywords. I'm sorry. You can try to look for trending keywords and add them to your post, or use them as the idea of your post. So that would be really valuable because it's a thing which people are looking for right now. Um, so answering your question, it's creating such post will take you like, I don't know, 1 minute, and then you need just to work with it a little bit. Valuable. I think that valuable content is not about only content. If you are, maybe you could specify what your company is doing or your product, because valuable is not only about content, but about what this content offers, like it's a product or it's like if you sell something, this thing must be, I don't know, interesting, cool. So just be sure you create content which people need, I think so.
Great. And let's pick one more question from Polina. Yuliia, how do you see AI-driven content creation evolving in the next few years?
I'm almost sure it will stay with us forever and will be able to replace human sources, but I don't believe it will stay as much creative as we can be. So it will be it will help but not replace, since its evolution and development of AI depends on us people. So that will stay forever, but will be like, I hope, our friend.
Thank you. I agree with you. And we seem to have covered all the points, and we are close to the end. Yuliia, do you have anything else to add before we wrap up?
I think that maybe some of you have a lot of questions for now, and it looks pretty scary or terrifying. It's okay, because 15 tools, even more, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. You need to practice, and please don't be scared. You just, one tool at a time. You go, you try, and you understand. If you have some if you don't understand and have a lot of questions, you can write to our online technical support team, or even to me. I have my profile on the LinkedIn, or you can just write my name, Yuliia Zadachenkova. It's written on the screen, and you will get the presentation with all the information. I will add there my personal contact information too. So try and don't hesitate to ask.
Yeah, great. Thanks a lot. It was a pleasure listening to your presentation and answers. Guys, follow Serpstat social media and feel free to contact us there. Thanks for watching, asking questions, and being engaged. Take care and have a great week ahead. Bye bye.
Yes, thank you so much.